There is an election in less than a month. The ballot isn't large, but the stakes certainly are. Just one item to vote for, Prop 50, which would redraw the congressional lines in the state, gerrymandering them in favor of Democrats.
But we spoke to a voter who received an additional ballot at his home for a woman who has been dead for decades. So how ready are LA County election workers for this upcoming election? Eyewitness News political reporter Josh Haskell is live in downtown LA, where the LA County Registrar presented his readiness report. Josh.
Jory and Giovanna, a viewer reached out to us because they received a ballot for someone who they do not know. Research revealed that that person is no longer alive. 5.8 million ballots have been mailed out to every registered voter in LA County ahead of the November 4th special election on redistricting. Los Angeles resident Jeff Berry received 3 ballots, one for him, one for his wife, and a third ballot for someone he doesn't know, Winona M. McGuire.
It was not the family from whom we bought the house last spring, and I wasn't familiar with it. So I Googled it, and I was a bit surprised by what I found.
Barry discovered that the person's name who was on the third ballot passed away back in 1994. Not knowing what to do with the ballot, Barry reached out to Eyewitness News, who also verified that Winona M. McGuire has been dead for 31 years.
I was just sort of bewildered as to, how I received her ballot. Not like she died a year or two ago in another county. She died in Los Angeles County over 30 years ago, and she's still on the voter rolls.
At this point, there's no evidence Winona M. McGuire has voted in LA County since her death, and according to election officials, voter fraud remains very rare, not occurring at a level that would change an election result.
When you vote and return that ballot, you have to sign a legal oath. We check the signatures on those ballots before the ballots are cleared for counting. So there are protections. Forging a ballot is a felony offense, and we take that very seriously, and we would refer that to the district attorney.
LA County Election Chief Dean Logan says if you receive a ballot at your address that's addressed to someone else, you should write on the envelope, "No longer resides here," or "Voter not here," and have it returned to sender. The county will then update their records.
If her ballots have been sent to this same address over and over again, is that a concern?
Well, we can certainly verify whether or not there's been any voting history in that time period. We do get notifications from the State Department of Public Health and from the Social Security Administration about deaths, but sometimes that information is difficult to match to a record, and we want to be very careful when you're talking about canceling somebody's voter registration.
Now, besides returning the ballot back to the county, if you have specific information about a voter, the registrar wants to hear from you, especially if that voter has passed away. If you want to vote by mail and you're not yet registered, you have until October 20th.